Alright everyone, welcome to our little web review of a website that somebody had requested. As you all know, this is a record video slash premiere. So if anyone wants to comment and chat, I will not be video replying to them. Because again, this is a premiere and it's also a record video, so not a live stream. So without further ado, let's get into the review. Now, a certain someone in the chat from one of my live streams before had requested that I do this web review because of Autism Awareness Month and the fact of the matter that this website itself has some pretty neat toys. Now, let's get into it. Opening up window capture, I would hope. So, the website is called, and I quote, the website is called CuriousMinds.BusyBags.com. This website was recommended to me regarding web review by a certain someone by the name of Alzax. There are a couple different things on here that we keep in considerable. We have the last chance limited stock that discounted toys on sale. Neutral tie-dye blind bag. Not sure if that means anything, but let's get into what is important. Things like the fidget toys. We'll start with that. This is like one of the craziest websites. They have fidget toys. There's some sort of chicken, and it looks like they have stuff for practically every category, including a metal slinky. Slinkies are like the top dog 90s style toy. We call them two metal colored magic spring coil toy, but that's called a slinky. Whatever you call it, no matter what you call it, it's called a slinky. So it doesn't matter if you think it's something else, right? It's called a slinky. And then they have this bubble mesh balls squishy fidget toy. They have the smaller ones. They're those poppable bubble popper things I keep hearing about. I'm not too sure about those. They have what looks to be plush snakes, an avocado version of the bubble poppers, and it's interesting enough that they have all these. But look at all this. This is crazy, man. They have 3D Magic Mage telescoping fidget toy, which I've never heard of. Never heard of the idea of it, and quite frankly, never want to. Then they have these 4 puffer ball sensory fidget toys, which I remember as a kid. They have a regular puffer worm, which is still something I remember as a kid. Aliens, a bunch of bobs. Look at that. Bobs. More. This is a alien jumbo water trick snakes. Yeah, whatever. They have all these, you know. It's crazy to think this way. It's just nice. There's some of these toys I remember as a kid, but some don't. Alright. Let's rewind it back. Alright. Let's rewind it back to the first page. Now, pattern matching, we're not going to discuss those toys. We are mainly going to discuss the toys on this website that I preferably like. Pattern matching toys, it's not relevant. Animal matching toys, wood toys. Let's go to wood toys, because not for nothing. Wood. Wood toys is interesting because not a lot of kids like wood toys, given the fact that they're wood, and a lot of parents normally don't approve of wood because of the chance of getting a splinter. Not to mention children who have a condition called pica and preferably like to chew on said wood. One collapse. Oh, this is one right here. Right here. This right here. This right here is a wonderful type of toy. So it is a wooden collapsing thumb dancing push puppet animals, and this is crazy because at the bottom there's a button you push and it collapses. So there's a lot of wood toys here. There's not a whole lot I remember. Like this Jacob's ladder clickety clack fidget toy I remember growing up. The wooden slide whistle. Huh. Slide whistles are nice. Mini tiny wood topple towers. Don't know what the hell that is. Of course, the Chinese abacus. Who could forget, right? The abacus. Like, those were top dog toys back in the 90s and early 2000s. Like, no one even appreciates the goal of an abacus. So, Chinese abacus, and as a matter of fact, we had a similar one growing up. So, what is this? Tiki toss ring, don't know what that is. And of course, something I personally had in high school, even though wasn't a kid, but I definitely remember having this. This was that rubber band toy gun, the rubber band shooter. That thing is top dog. So, next, what else we got? Of course, a paddle ball. This weird ball thing. But paddle ball, dude. Paddle ball. Loved it. And of course, yet they have a Lincoln Logs wood cabin desk cup pen holder. Dude, Lincoln Logs. Oh my god, they have Lincoln Logs on this website. That's cool. I love the fact that they have a Lincoln Logs thing. Evidently, if I ever get $12 in my donations, I will consider purchasing this depending on the shipping. So that's really fucking cool. You know, I may actually, if I get a lot of donations, and this is up to you guys again, and again, this is not a live stream, so I'm not expecting answers right now, but if I get donations, for whatever reason, and that's if, I don't tend to look for money in general, but if I get some donations, I am considering buying some of these toys for a unboxing review, and the Lincoln Logs one is first on my list. So we'll deal with that later. And that looks to be the end of the wooden toys. And, I was thinking, don't look at the wooden toys, but at the same time, I knew there was something good about it. So, alright, let's head back to the home page. Alright, wood toys, fine molded toys, squishy toys. I think squishy toys is anything. Slime toys we are going to skip because I fucking hate slime toys. Puffer toys, sensory toys. Let's go to sensory toys because folks, I'm autistic. I have been diagnosed with it for all my lifespan, and I'm just all about sensory. So, let's see what we got. We got this awesome stress ball, dough-filled stress ball. A stretchy dinosaur toy. I feel like my brother would have loved it. My brother D would have loved that back when we were kids, because ultimately my brother was obsessed with dinosaurs growing up. So, and we had these weird gummy bear settings. I'm ultimately looking for stuff that typically reminds me of my childhood. We have a large frog water bead filled free stress ball, sensory stress fidget toy. That's funny because most people would use those for their children if they suffered from pica or are teething. So I find that kind of humorous. Then we have a squishy soft puffer pencil grip. That's cool. It's 75 cents. That may actually be the first thing on my list to grab. So, because I'm always looking for stuff like that. That's cool. So, it's just a worm. What else? I find that kind of funny. It's literally a cute dog in costume. dog and crushed bread sand-filled. That's a dog in a hot dog costume. It's a French bulldog on a hot dog costume. That may be one of our tops. Jumbo stretchy dragon sensory toy. What else? Dude, this is one of those things, man. I actually find this kind of funny on the website. Harry Puffer guy, we had that growing up. Who knows? That's a banana. We may consider that. Bulk wholesale sand-filled squishy banana. Okay, that's a floppy banana. I think I now know where Jacksepticeye got his floppy banana. So, and what else? There's a couple of different things. Chill pill. They have something called a chill pill. It's a chill pill, a stress ball sensory. And of course, they're out of stock. Y'all be crazy, just saying. Then they got bright spring cold bracelets. They got some sort of French bulldog plush. And of course, why would it be a website for sensory if they didn't fucking have fidget spinners? Which, again, got banned in most schools. You kids were naughty. So. But look at this. Most of the toys are discounted, so. What else we got? I'll go through a couple more slides here, and then I'll go back to the homepage. What kind of banana is that? This looks to be tongs of some sort. Alright, well, there's a bug metal noisemaker. Those are cool. And of course, a pineapple. And a cheese burger. This is a jumbo burger squishy slow rise from junk fast food toy. $38, I can only imagine why. Alright, let's head back to the home page. Alright, those are sensory toys, puffer toys, language arts. No, we're gonna skip that. Building toys. Yeah, let's go check out the building toys. I know that's pretty cool. So. Ultimately, I love building stuff because as a kid, you know, we played with Legos nonetheless. Legos was the top thing. Right? It was the top thing as a kid. Nothing is better than Legos other than Mega Blocks and everything else. This is a building brick block stress ball. Go figure. Lego my ego. What else we got? Over half of these building items I don't remember, or even remember as these. And then you got these snap blocks I do remember. The snap blocks I remember, I wasn't too fond of them as good. They really bothered me. So, what else got? Most of them are these fucking snap block shits. And not for nothing, I'm not willing to pay that. Oh, what else? Yeah, Geomakers, 55 pieces. You know, the Geomakers look cool, but I preferred magnetics growing up. So you can't possibly begin to tell me that I'm wrong. Alright, let's go ahead and head back. I like how most of those items I start. Travel toys. Let's look at travel toys real quick. Probably a lot of the same thing. Nothing really special. My special needs ass. The water games toy here. That is right there what we need to get next time we get donations. We're gonna work towards getting that water toy right there. Like I'm gonna promise you guys, we are gonna if we get a ton of donations to my Cash App or whatever, we will be ordering off this website, and ultimately, I literally don't have any problems. And promo code free ship. And that's awesome. And literally, I'm thinking getting this water toy is what we're gonna have to do. It's like, look, they even have a 3 different styles small water guns, push button, lot, and they seem to have $9 worth of these. So that's awesome. What else they got? They got something called Magnetic Rattlesnake Eggs Buzz Noise Making Toy. No clue what that is, but it sounds bothersome. But look at all these. These are such interesting, intricate things. You cannot, and of course, what would be better than not than a Rubik's cube? That may actually be on our list as well. Ultimately, if I consider it, I may just shop and put stuff in a cart right now, and wait till. And of course, the fucking doodle guy. Too bad it's limited stock. I'll take my chances, but I don't think so. Well, because it's limited stock, I'm not even gonna try. Unfortunately, then they got a fucking dartboard. That's awesome. All right. Ultimately, I think it's a damn. Yep, we're at it. We are definitely gonna start putting stuff in carts right fucking now. These are all travel toys, so I think this is where we'll end our little web review, only because most of this is on other categories anyway. And the last thing was a water toy section we're going to check on. This is really the only water toy I'm interested in. So we're going to go here. I bet you there's a way to add it to cart, right? Ah. Okay, I'm going to add it to... This includes triangle style, ring style, miracle style. I'm gonna add to cart. Add to cart. There. And then let's head back. We are literally shopping for these only because, and again, if we get the donations necessary, we will be ultimately, getting a bunch of these. So I hope everyone knows that. And then they got that puzzle piece thing. I think it's a magnet moon. It's not the puzzle piece. It's not what I thought it was. I would say I want to get these buzzer eggs because I want to see if they actually work. So that may actually be for another video, is seeing if these things actually work. So, and they're not a fraud. So, ultimately, guys, thanks for watching. This will be the end of our little web review. I'm going to put some of these things in cart, and ultimately, we're most likely going to check them out, and we'll see. But yeah, if we get enough donations via CashApp and all of the others, I will consider purchasing these. I will let everyone know by the end of the day or week what the total cost will be and what the donation goal will be to get these in our stock in my room and do a review video a lot on. So, take care, everyone. Thanks for watching. Peace.